All right, number 8, we want to express in terms of I. So we have 3 minus the square root of negative 40. So we're still going to write it in the a plus bi form, but this time we have that real number part out front. With the rest, we're going to do the same thing. So the negative in the square root is going to come out and become an I. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3 minus, I'm going to write it as 40, or the square root of 40, better yet, and then I. And then we're going to break down the 40. So this can be divided by 2 and 20. And then the 20 can be broken down into 2 times 10. Now, we can break down 10, but it'd only be 2 and 5. And 2 is prime, so it's 5. And you would just end up multiplying them back together. So once you do it a few times, you'll recognize some numbers, which this would be a composite number, that you can break it down into 2 primes and it won't reduce any further than that. So we can pull out a 2. So I'm going to say 3 minus 2 square root, and then the 10 is going to stay underneath, 10i. Or you can write it as 3 minus 2i square root of 10. Sometimes we don't put that I behind the square root for that reason, that it confuses people with, is it under the square root or is it not? So I have been writing it at the back, but you just got to make sure you don't put it under there. You can write it like this as well. So I'm going to do 3 minus 2i square root of 10. All right, number 9, this time we're going to be adding and subtracting these complex numbers. So it's just like combining like terms. You will add the real number parts together, and you will add or subtract the imaginary parts together. So what we have is 7 minus 3i in parentheses, and then we're adding 3 plus 5i. All right, so we could just very easily line these up in a vertical problem. So we have 7 minus 3i, and then below that we're adding 3 plus 5i. And then you just follow the signs. So the 3i is negative, but the 5i is positive, so we will subtract 5 and 3, and that will give us 2i. Of the 3 and 5, the 5 is a bigger number, so it's positive. And then the 7 and 3 are both positive, so we'll write this as 10. So 10 plus 2i when you add those together.